For the last few years, I have been living the healthiest and biggest anti-hustle daily routine I could ever imagine. And yet, I'm able to stay fit while chasing my running goals, I'm able to keep growing my small business, and a few months ago I jumped into creating videos for this YouTube channel and also for clients. The thing is that in my life, I'm not sprinting anymore, but I'm running a marathon, both figuratively and literally speaking. And this genuine approach has helped me tremendously. So I decided to create this day in the life video, and my goal is also kind of debunk this narrative that you need to work all day and all night and hustle your way through in order to make it in life. And even though in my own definition I didn't make it yet, I can say I fully enjoy my day-to-day journey to my biggest life goals, and I've already completed some of the biggest dreams I had since I was a little kid. So if you're still here watching, then you probably have similar mindset or approach to life, and I humbly believe you're gonna enjoy this video. I usually start the day very early, and I know what you're probably thinking already, that I'm speaking about anti-hustle approach and then I wake up at 5 a.m, so what the hell, man? Well, even though I wake up super early, I'm not one of these people who think that early waking up is key to everything and that basically anyone who wakes up after 7 a.m. is a loser. Not at all. But for me, waking up early is the way I function the best, and my introverted part also super enjoys the solitude and silence during the morning. Once I wake up, I go straight for the bottle of water and I try to look out of the window to get the sunlight into my eyes, which helps me to start the body even more. Then after basic hygiene in the bathroom, I dress up to my workout clothes prepared from the last day evening, and I make myself either greens or café, which depends if I'm heading for a run or to the gym, which is like 50-50, and I usually exercise 6 times a week. If it's run training, I'll have coffee plus G1M Sport, which gives me enough carbohydrates and electrolytes to fuel my training. Then I'll prepare an episode of one of my favorite podcasts and I'll stretch myself on my way down the stairs. Only if it's hard speed workout, then I'll switch to proper warm-up and some music instead. So then at like 5:20 I'm leaving the house and I can enjoy my run training, which even underlines the introverted vibes because there's almost no one out there. And it's not that I'm antisocial, but this is exactly the way I can mentally recharge myself, by actually being alone. And I guess some of you know exactly what I'm talking about, because running alone and early in the morning just hits a different level. However, today I have a gym strength training on the schedule, so I'll take my already prepared backpack and head down to the local hybrid gym called Goodfellas, which is like 10 minutes walk from the place I live, and I like to listen 2 or 3 songs, which I'm currently obsessed at the moment. The good thing is that in the summer I can go out in my training clothes already, which is just vibes, and I also save a little bit of time. Once I get to the gym, prepare myself and possibly change some clothes, I do a warm-up which is based on the training I'm going to have. And I usually train alone even though there is a group class going on. I just prefer it that way. However, it's always nice to have a chat with other folks in the gym, as you know them and you know that they have similar mindset, as they are also moving their body at 5:30 a.m. Which is an easy thing to do, and you know these people also choose defeating their comfort zone as the first thing of the day. So I highly appreciate being in such environment and be surrounded by those people.
Shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm cash out.
When it comes to training, in most cases I work out for about 60 or 70 minutes with proper cool down and stretching at the end. Then once I get shower, sip my protein shake, I head out to about 5-minute walk to the office of my small e-commerce business. I also prefer to walk as much as I can, so living in the city center and having everything super close is helping a lot. currently at our small office/stock, and as you can see behind me, it's a little bit messy, but it's mostly because this is the place where we store our products, which are these fun outdoor book games which are suited for particular cities here in Czech Republic. And by actually playing the game with your friends or family, you're doing funny tasks or answering questions, and the game guides you through the city on your feet. And by doing so, you will find out many interesting facts or information about that city. And the secondary purpose is also to get you out of your phone for a while and enjoying offline experience during your trip, as we also recommend you great local places where you can grab some food or great coffee. And currently these games are only in local Czech language, but we're planning to make them in English in the future as well. And for example, this game, it's for Prague, capital city here in Czech Republic, and the city you've probably heard of or visited already. So that was a short introduction of the small business I run for 3 years and a few months. We're a small team of 4 people, and actually we're about to hire next member pretty soon. And in some cases like today, I came to the office to prepare the orders for shipping them to our customers. That means printing out the labels, putting them on the boxes, and sometimes I need to prepare some larger orders when, for example, someone orders 10, 20 or even more products at one order, which is always really nice to see. It's also fair to mention that this is usually work of my coworker, who's responsible mainly for the expedition and stock in general, but I like to stay in touch to help her, and sometimes I create some content for our social media here as well, which is often when we launch a new game for the new city or things like that. This usually take me like 30-ish minutes, and then I go back home. In day like this, meaning when I'm not running, I usually stop by in the little bakery for fresh sourdough bread. Because once I get home, in most cases around 8 AM, me and my girlfriend make large breakfast for ourselves, and this is the time when we chat about our plans for the day or basically about anything. And to be completely honest, this is my favorite part of the day, as it is still early in the morning. I know that I already worked out, and I'm looking forward to eat healthy breakfast while still having kind of slow morning with my partner. Once we finish the breakfast, I'll have my vitamins which I take daily, clean up the kitchen a little bit, and I go make myself a coffee. So my morning coffee is now done. Today I'm drinking this Blackbird from Costa Rica, and yeah, since my morning coffee is prepared, I can now consider my morning as complete and I can go start working. The first thing I do is to take my notebook and I write down my daily task for that day, both work and non-work related. So from, for example, finishing the script for the YouTube video and finishing a new cover for one of our outdoor games, to, for example, cooking a food for the next few days or taking out the trash during my afternoon walk. So basically all of these major but also smaller things I want to complete during that day. My girlfriend is by now already gone, as she works like UX UI designer in the office, and I have perfect calm conditions for some deep work, which is mostly creating various videos for clients and handling all the communication or preparation around that. At like 11:30 I usually have my lunch, which is already cooked from the days before, as we like to cook in bulk to save some time. The important part is right after the lunch, when, in order to don't feel tired and full after the meal, I always try to spend like 10 or 15 minutes on my feet so my body can digest properly. So this is the time for cleaning out the kitchen, often after morning breakfast too, taking out the washing machine, turning on the hoover or dryer, and basically anything I can think about in that moment, as this little hack is really crucial for me. Otherwise, I feel super tired and unproductive during the afternoon if I go just straight back sitting to the computer. Then once I finish afternoon working block, I go for 15-20 minutes walk to get outside, move my body and refresh the headspace for another evening working block, which currently really moves the needle for me. After the walk, my girlfriend is back from work and we usually have pretty early dinner together, whether at home or we go grab some food outside every other day. Then it's usually time for me to work on the high priority stuff from my business, or as I try to create videos here on YouTube every week, I work on video ideas, designing thumbnails, writing scripts, or possibly actually recording and then editing the final video. But editing is usually my favorite weekend thing to do, so that's where the majority of the editing happens. At the very end of my working day, I grab some high protein snack as my second dinner and I finish work with some admin stuff, emails or Slack communication. My favorite thing to do is to schedule my replies to messages or emails on the next day morning so I can be more chilled, as I won't get any fast reply back and I won't get myself lost in the woods of another work. Then at this point it's usually 9 p.m. and I go prepare my clothes and another necessary stuff for the next morning workout. I also like to prepare all the details for my small breakfast or morning coffee, as it helps me to reduce friction during the morning. Afterwards, there are different ways how I unwind after all the work I've done. Usually it's about 20 or 30 minutes of journaling, reading, spending time with my partner, watching some YouTube videos or my favorite game streamer. And it may look like 30 minutes is not enough, but for me it's the perfect moment to relax, relive the day again in my mind and get ready to sleep. With everything being said, all of that can look like a lot of work and that this is not any anti-hustle approach. Well, in my eyes, it is pretty chill and entertaining approach to work the majority part of the day, and I have 3 big reasons behind that. Firstly, I always dream of being able to run my own small business and work from anywhere, mostly home, in my own tempo, so I'm really enjoying that. Secondly, years back I lived in Norway, where as a student I worked in a warehouse which was including hard physical work. So I have this nice contrast of the fact that my work and all of this business or recording videos like this is actually a very privileged position to be in, and I'm super grateful for that. And lastly, my day-to-day joy comes from me actually working on my health and fitness, and then from actually working towards my biggest dreams and things I want to experience in my life through building businesses. And as I mentioned, I'm running a marathon in my life, and I simply believe that if I will take care of my fitness, I can slowly but surely also build the businesses and life I want to live, and then maybe spend even more time with people I care about the most, without the need to heavily bother about money in the long run. And I understand that for some people it may look I'm working all the time and that I'm saying no to kind of a lot of events with friends, but my life, the life with my girlfriend and hopefully our future family, is my biggest priority, and I see nothing bad on that. I also think there's a huge difference between just working and between enjoying building something with leverage to actually get more time and freedom in years to come. Because this video game we all call life is the best game I want to be playing with as much freedom I possibly can. And in my humble opinion, key aspects to that is health, building businesses with leverage, and investing into experiences and into few close relationships. This is the life I truly enjoy living and building. So if you made it to the very end, I think you're probably in similar situation, mindset, or you just like this life approach. So thank you very much for watching. I might do this video document type format more in the future, so please let me know in the comments if you like it or not, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!